So we're hitting a block on our wealth category. We pretty much got health down. We're meditating every day. We're going for long walks. We're exercising, eating healthier when we
Mm.
can. So, and wealth, we're running into some roadblocks. So let's move on to the third category, which is happiness. So let's hop on a quick call with our relationship coach and see how we can maximize our happiness. Hey Max, how you doing?
How are you? Oh my God, so much better. I literally meditated on like feeling better and I woke up like so much better. It was
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
You can tell your brain to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I want to have 3 to 6 girlfriends that are eventually all live in and they're all bi, so they're attracted to each other too, but I'm the only guy. So that's what I'm looking for. So how do I facilitate that? What actions do I need to take? Do I do social media? Do I do Tinder? Do I do cold outreaches in person? How do I facilitate that? How do we go about achieving this?
So if that's your goal, you are going to have to approach women in everyday life, right?
Mm-hmm.
A big part of this is going to be getting that girl's investment, getting that girl's connection. And I think you're going to make it further having that comfortability of meeting this girl in person, right? Now, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
if you meet this girl in a bar or a club, that's kind of like a rager, that's kind of like a fun popping place.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to meet a little bit more. I don't want to use the word promiscuous, but I will use the word sexually open
Mm-hmm.
because you're not going to meet this girl in church. So you
Depends
kind
which church, right?
yeah, right. Yeah, that church is going to be like on Netflix on a documentary or something. But yeah, so that's kind of the environment. So now it comes to how do you actually facilitate that? How do you actually make that happen? So I was actually just on with a client before and I taught him this equation, which is super, super important. Ian, I'm
Right.
sure you know nothing about this, but your energy equals your actions, which equals your results.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of students will interrupt me and they'll say, Max, what do I say when I approach a girl? And I will say that is the exact problem why your dating life is struggling because you are so concerned with your actions, which is only 7% of human communication.
Mm-hmm.
93% of human communication is your energy. And so many coaches out here say energy. They throw that word around all the time, but what does that even mean? I'll make it very simple. Energy is a 50-50 combination of your mindset and your body language. So
Mm-hmm.
when you do both of those things actively, it kind of creates a success loop and they both just make each other better. Women are only attracted to guys that they perceive as being higher value than them.
Mm-hmm.
Women do not date down. They only date up. Now, do I mean by looks or wealth? Absolutely not. It's a part of it, but it's not the only thing. And here's why. Wealth and looks and all those things are factual. They're logical. Men value logic. Women value emotion. So your value is in the emotional part. So how do you become higher value than her? It's simple. The person who is invested the most has the least value. And I think a really good example of that is in every single interaction, there is a chaser and there is a trophy, there is a prize. And obviously, the prize is the higher value one. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what is crucial for me to get across is there can never be two prizes at the same moment in time. You could change roles. For instance, if we're talking about lucid dreaming, of course I'm chasing you. Of course you're the prize. But right now, if we're talking about dating, those roles flip. The point is, you and I can never both be the chaser or the trophy at the exact same point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you took two successful people, Bezos, Musk, if you're talking about, going to Mars, obviously Bezos is chasing him. If we're talking about shipping packages around the world in half a day, the roles flip. Where your chest is pointing is where your attention is going.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with women, we can substitute the word attention for validation. And women need three things to stay alive: food, water, and validation. Men only need two. Now, when a girl gets validation from a guy and she didn't have to work for it, she didn't have to invest in it, she doesn't value it. When a guy walks up and says, "Oh, I think you're so cute. I think you're so beautiful," she says, "Ah, thank you. Thank you for that validation. I'm going to take that. I need that to live. Thank you for chasing me. But now I'm going to go meet a higher value man and actually have sex with him because biologically that's what I'm supposed to do." And then men are confused because they say, wait a minute, a man gets validated, when a woman has sex with him. A woman gets validated when, she gets a compliment, when she gets a lot of attention. So the end goal for men and the end goal for women is different, right? Men's end goal is sex, women's is validation. Very, very important to understand. So doing this a little bit fast paced because we only have this one call. Now let's get into approaching. When you first approach a girl, she has 2 questions on her mind. If you don't answer those 2 questions, she will never let her guard down. Those 2 questions are, why is this guy talking to me? And how long is this guy going to be talking to me for? When you can answer those 2 questions in her mind, she can take a breath. You can also take a breath, and all the awkward energy will just go away. Trust me, try it. It's amazing. If you're in a club or that kind of place where I think you need to be for this kind of girl, you could say something like, I'm about to go grab a drink, so I only have a second, but you looked really cool. I wanted to come say hi really quick. And now she's going to say, why is this guy talking to me? Okay, I understand. Sounds good. He doesn't want to be antisocial like the rest of the world. Awesome. And how long? Oh, just another minute. Okay, I have a minute. A lot of guys approach. She could even like him, but the fact that he didn't put a time limit on it makes her think like, oh my God, I got to get back with my friends. I got to do this. I got to do that. And she just ends it just because of that. It's crazy.
Right. Excellent. Start there and then start pivoting into the full happiness regime, which is love interests and friends and family relationships. So how do we keep increasing value? What aspects increase value to women?
Absolutely. So obviously the biggest thing is going to be your purpose in life. Now, a lot of times that is financially motivated, which is cool and definitely great, whether it's building a business, whether it's building a side hustle or just going up the ranks in your job, all that is cool. If it's not, and you're not that kind of guy, you're like the starving artist, if you will, that's fine too. Because if you can really get a girl invested in you and your mission in life, whatever that is, if it's building, the world's largest model train set, right? It doesn't even matter. As long as you are super, super passionate and you're working towards that, she will get behind it too. If you have a sister or a female cousin and you've seen her date multiple men, you will know that she's a different person with completely different interests with every man that she dates. Because at the end of the day, I know it's kind of toxic, but women don't really have a rigid personality like men do. Women are a lot more flowing. They're a lot more like water, and they're a lot more adopting the interests and the passions of her man and supporting it. I mean, that's what a feminine is, right? It supports a man on his mission in life. So whether your mission is to become a black belt in karate or build a business, either way is completely fine too, but you need to be getting 1% better every single day. Now, physically is also, a standard of this, right? If you're getting uglier every day, probably not good. It's easier for men because we actually get more attractive as we get older to women, which is awesome. But of course, just doing something every single day to maintain physical health, having a dedicated skill that is value that you're on this earth to give, that is how you get into social circles. Like that's how you give value to people and get value back. So at the end of the day,
Excellent.
Everything you could ever want, somebody has it and someone's got to give it to you. So become a valuable person and make them like you.
Love it. Great call. Thanks for hopping on this with me.
Of course. That perfect timing.
Talk to you soon.
Thanks to Max for hopping on a call with us and giving us some direction. If you want to check out the full Max video, there'll probably be a link in the description. All right, so we're still running into the same problem. We're just trying to do too many things and not taking action on anything. So we just got to take small amounts of action every day. So you make a checklist of things you should do and just spend 10 minutes to 30 minutes just doing it every day. And that will help you out a lot because we might go another day without hitting our challenge goal. But that's okay. As long as we stay focused on the plan and we keep taking action every day, we'll get further and further along, and then we'll hit the goal. And you can do the same thing with all your goals. You'll hit them too. All right, so I think we'll wind down this video here. So yeah, just if you have any questions about lucid dreaming or manifestation, just let us know. Happy to answer all those. And yeah, hope you have a beautiful day. Subscribe if you're not already. Talk to you soon. Happy dreaming. We'll see you tomorrow because we post daily vlogs. Ugh, I'm trying to instantly manifest. It's not working. I tried to manifest myself in a beautiful pond. Oh wait, it is working. Cool. Okay, now I'm gonna manifest someone walking with their dogs. been enjoying our vlogs, we're currently doing the Manifest Success Challenge where we maximize our health, our wealth, and our happiness. We've been going on about our health, meditations, my exercise, my intermittent fasting, my healthy eating, wealth. We're currently doing the double challenge. We can use some meditations to help with our wealth, happiness, pursuing more positive relationship, love interest, and connect. So I'm going to lead us through a quick wealth meditation. And go ahead and enjoy this video. Get in a quiet place, down or lay down, and just allow yourself to get relaxed. Let's focus on our breathing first, on just affirmations to help sink your mind right into this video. Let's breathe in deeply, hold in this wonderful feeling, this wonderful experience. Everything we want is now ours. Breathe out. Many times. Just breathe in as deep as you can, hold it as long as you can, and then release all the air out of our nose. Breathe in. Hold it. 1. And then release. Just all the air out of your lungs. Breathe in. Hold it. And release. Release all the air out of your lungs. And when you hold that breath, I want you to imagine all of your brain systems lighting up with fire. Feel all the electricity systems. Breathe in deeply. Hold and feel all the brain systems. Just feel like all the air is standing up. Just try to breathe some circles in your brain. Your brain centers just circles, spirals to any type of shape. To help invigorate your entire brain to activate and release. Let's do this again. Hold as long as you can. And release. At this point in time, you should be nice and relaxed, or you may have even fallen asleep, and that's okay. Just allow the affirmations to flow down your subconscious. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am happy. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am happy. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am happy. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am happy. Everything I want to achieve is already done. It already exists in my now reality. Everything I want, I now have. It is all mine. It now exists in my now reality. Everything I've been trying to create, every experience I want to have, every relationship I want. Turn yourself with any external audio or anything that might creep up. Allow it for what it is, for your subconscious. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am happy. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am happy. Thank you for joining us. Happy dreaming, everyone. Like this video if you like videos like this, and subscribe if you're not already. We make daily videos for you to enjoy. So Neville Goddard helped me on my journey because he helped me realize that everything we want to create in life, if we believe we've already achieved it, everything will sync up. All of our thoughts, beliefs, and actions will link and allow us to experience that reality. So have faith that everything you want already exists in your now reality. You don't have to be religious or spiritual to believe that everything you want already exists. Enjoy the teachings of Neville Goddard.
Your subconscious impressions determine the conditions of your world. The cornerstone on which all things are based is man's concept of himself. Determined imagination, thinking from the end, is the beginning of all miracles. The law operates by faith. If you believe, no effort is necessary to see the fulfillment of your every desire. Always go to the end, dwell in the end, and you will hurt no one. The signs always follow, they never precede. If you judge after appearances, you will continue to be enslaved by the evidence of your senses. Your opinion of yourself is your most important viewpoint. You are infinitely greater than you think you are.